Morning, Loz. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Good. You excited about the Henley on Todd?
Yes, it's going to be a very big weekend in town, I reckon.
It's going to be a huge weekend.
Henley on Todd, the only boat race where we have no water. It's actually probably the only boat race that's ever been flooded out.
It was once, wasn't it?
Yes, we had.
That's legendary.
I know, because, who can imagine that the fact that there was water in the river cancelled the boat race?
I mean, that's just crazy, isn't it?
I know. But it's always so much fun. I always love the Henley on Todd. The vibe is always absolutely sensational. And it's just really fun. And I love how it's right in the heart of Alice as well. So it's like the whole, CBD area is kind of pumping.
Well, it's right next to the Todd Tavern. And then afterwards, last year, because I was hosting it last year as well, we all just went over the Todd Tavern. I think the Todd even supplied a few sponsored drinks last year for it.
Oh, lovely.
I'm not sure if that's the case this year, but I'm not going to be drinking after it this year. I did, though, last year. I had a few last year. So, yeah, but a really good day. And the thing I love the most is the battle at the end with the boats, and I commentated. Ren's handed over the commentary to me last year at that point and said, go for it. I was down in the river, which was a slightly dangerous place to be, I could tell you, especially when one of the boats hit the tree.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so that's on YouTube if you want to see it from last year. Go and check that out. But it hit the tree, but it kept going to its credit. And sometimes they do have a boat conk out, but not on any of the years that I've been there has a boat conked out. So hopefully I haven't mozzed it. I'll touch wood here on the panel, touch Rick's Christmas tree and from BNS Mitre 10. But, last year it was a really long one. It went on for ages. They had plenty of ammo.
Oh, wow.
Because it's changed over the years. It's really funny. Well, it's not that funny. Governments have changed regulations. So they used to use real gunpowder and they're not allowed to anymore. So that was a big issue last year. But they've found other ways of doing it now, like air compressors and things like that. So they've worked it out. But a lot of engineering involved, a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. Like, there's a shed out in the north side, where shed and yard, where all this stuff's stored. And the volunteers go and do the weeding. I did a lot of the weeding last year. Let's just keep it all under control. And so many people involved. And these trucks are getting really old, right? These are trucks, essentially. There's boats. And every year they just keep, getting out there and fixing them up and keeping them running.
I've been on one of the boats once.
Have you?
It was years ago and it wasn't Henley on Todd. You might be thinking, how did that happen?
How did that happen?
Okay, so it was actually Camel Cup. And the parade for Camel Cup.
They do that, don't they? They did.
At the time, I worked for Channel 7.
Oh.
And so Channel 7 was a part of the Camel Cup, right? And so at very last minute, I thought my colleague was going to be doing this, but at very last minute, I was told that I would be riding the camel in the parade for Channel 7.
Riding the camel?
Yep. And we know that things don't always go great for me. And I was like, I don't know about this.
Never work with kids and animals?
Yeah. And they're like, you'll be right.
Yeah.
So I did it. And whilst on this camel, the camel decided to start just doing like 360s.
They do what they want. That's what I loved about Camel Cup. They go whatever way they want.
Exactly. And this camel it wasn't like it's not like it was going fast or being dangerous, but because a camel is such an awkward animal to ride, because it was turning in circles, I was like going to fall off. And it got really close to the ship. I want to say it was the pirate one. It got really close and I looked over at so close that I was closer to the pirate ship, the people on it, than I am to you right now. And I just glanced over and was like, I'm going to jump onto your ship. I'm getting off this camel. This camel, I'm going to fall off. So you jumped
like in a movie. You jumped off it. And
the camel was so close to the ship.
They were going 100 an hour?
I just stepped and I kind of half stepped onto the ship.
Yeah.
And then there was someone walking the camel, I was on, mind you. They weren't doing a very good job. And then he was like, no, it's okay. The camel's calmed down now. So I got back on the camel. But
so you jumped camel, then jumped ship.
Yes.
Fantastic. What a great story. Now, I've got a great story for you too.
Okay.
Because there's something really interesting happening in buying homes in the NT now, because you've bought your own home here. I haven't bought my own home here. I did years and years ago, and I wish this had been the case now. There's a platform called PEXA.
Yeah.
And it's Australia's leading digital property settlement platform, and they're officially launched now in the NT, which is very exciting. Territorians can now say goodbye to all the paperwork and hello to faster, safer and more reliable property transactions, all done online.
Interesting.
So it's already used in 90% of property settlements across Australia, and the expansion into NT is the first phase of PEXA's rollout into the territory. It covers digital mortgages, mortgage discharges and refinancing, all that boring stuff. Imagine that.
Being able to just do it online would be so much easier.
I just think that's where it should be heading anyway. And it's all for full sale and purchase features, and these things will be added over the next year with the goal of making it 100% of NT property transactions digital by the end of 2026. Now, when I've bought and sold properties here in the NT in the past, my one property, I should say, it was a nightmare. Settlement was delayed and they didn't get there, and if you didn't do this one, and if you didn't get the right conveyancer, and their conveyancer had to do this and that, and then it was always delayed, and then people were waiting for money and they were screaming out, and they then wanted extra interest for those days. So this will definitely help all of that, indeed.
I had a really smooth transaction when I bought my house.
Did you?
Because the owners had already left town,
Oh.
and the house had previously been rented and was no longer being rented anymore, so it was empty. So they kind of wanted us in as soon as possible, so the house wouldn't just be kind of sitting there.
Oh.
So it was actually really easy.
You were
we actually they offered for us to move in early. Yeah, we were really lucky.
I've bought and sold many houses over the years, and I can tell you that all the conveyancing stuff, anyone will know this. It's an absolute nightmare. It really is. So this will be good. Apparently some of Territory's biggest lenders and government agencies are already on board, and local legal professionals will be joining soon as more features go live. So this is very exciting stuff. PEXA, it's called. Have a look it up.
I will.
Indeed. Now, what's on for the weekend?
I'm not really sure.
Apart from Henley on Todd,
that's what I mean, because Henley on Todd's on. I reckon I'll come check it out.
Come up on the boat with me. We'll say hello.
Maybe we'll see.
Renz would love to have you.
You know, I don't commit to things. We'll see how I feel on the day.
I was a nervous person when I used to host it back in the 03. I worked out with Renz earlier. I think it was here for 02, 03, 04.
Yeah.
And I was a nervous kind of person then, or it might have been 02 and 03. No, it would have been 04, maybe 05 as well.
Okay.
But anyway, whatever it was, I was here, and I was nervous when I first started, 5,000 people out in the crowd. Literally, that's what it used to be, 5,000. And I liked being on the Pistol Dawn because it was so far removed from the crowd that you felt quite safe. You know, if you're on a stage or something like Araloo and you're right in the face of the crowd. It's pretty awful.
That's not why I'm saying I'll see how I feel, though. It's not the crowd or the nervousness.
No, because you do get nervous, though.
Yeah, I do, and that would happen.
But you'll be with friends. You'll be Renz and me. I'm your friend.
But that's not why I'm saying this. I'm saying this because I could wake up on Saturday and just decide I don't want to leave the house that day.
Yeah, and you want to read books.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Sure, if I decided to leave the house and come down, that's when the nervous, oh, God, there's a lot of people thing would kick in. But prior to that, it's just like,
do you like Maximus? Maximus is like hydrolyte drinks.
Oh.
The reds and blues.
Oh, yeah.
They're the big sponsor.
Oh.
And they're giving away free stuff. And I like free stuff, and you like free stuff too.
I love free stuff.
So come along and get some free stuff. We might even find some food for you too.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah, come on.
You are convincing me a little bit.
Last year the food was great. They do the volunteers do barbecues, and they bring us up on the Pistol Dawn some food. So we're well fed and well watered during the day. So
all
it's
right,
very
we'll
good.
see. We'll see.
Come
we'll
on,
see.
come on now.
I'm not committing to it on air.
Now tonight I'm back at the casino.
Yes.
And Juicy Rump. And talking to the Commodore before from Henley and Todd, he said maybe he'll try and get some of the Vikings to come down tonight.
Ooh.
I hope they do because we have a lot of fun. I said, maybe I'll bring them up on stage and they can, yell out to the crowd. So it'd be nice. But even if they don't come to the Juicy Rump tonight from around 10:30, 11. I kick off.
Shameless plug.
I know, but it's good fun. I just love playing the music. It's one of those jobs. It's a love job. I mean, I do like getting the money too. Of course, we all like getting money.
But you just enjoy the DJ.
But I really enjoy playing music for people and seeing them dance in the crowd and that sort of thing. And I cheer on the crowd, yell out to the crowd, so all that stuff.
Speaking of playing music,
we've got to get moving.
We do, but I would like to take this opportunity before we get into the news just to let everyone know that I'm debuting a brand new song in my show today.
Oh, lucky you.
From Locals The Wanted Gems, Madison and Michaela. They have a brand new single. It's called So Thank You, and I've got it, and I'm going to be playing it in the More Music Request Workday.
Well, I'll be listening out for that one for sure. And on Monday, our new version of the Morning Ramble will be straight to YouTube, to the YouTube channel, which you can hear this on the YouTube channel as well. Listen to Sun 969. That's where you'll find us.
That's right. So exclusive part 2 will be exclusive on YouTube. Part 1 will be on both.
It'll run about 30 to 40 minutes.
No, it will not.
No.
You keep joking about that. I'm not going to talk to you for that long. It's just not happening. Anyway, go to the news.
We'll get to the news.